What's going on, guys? Lawson here. So, today answering the questions that I'm sure nobody's asking at all. Will sushi work as fishing bait? It's got fish in it. It's got other ingredients in it. I'm sure it will, but let's go find out. Let's go to the grocery store, pick up some bait. Alright, so full disclosure, I've actually attempted to, or have actually filmed this video before using sushi as bait, and so I know it's probably going to work, but I did it in salt water and I just caught like 5 catfish, and it was really boring, I felt like, and I wanted to get some species diversity, and I want it to be a lot cooler. So here we go. We are in the woods now, walking to the woods, walking to some canals and some ponds and stuff like that, and we're going to fish for freshwater fish and see if we can maybe get some actual diversity and get a good video going. But got a little bit of a walk and we're gonna start fishing. Alright, we have a chef sampler from Publix right here. It's just salmon, and I literally don't know what else. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. I just picked out whatever had the most meat on it and the least amount of rice and seaweed. I just wanted a lot of actual fish on that I could use for bait and kind of tear apart and use for bait and stuff like that. When I originally did this video, when I did it in saltwater, I used like whole chunks and I was just catching catfish, and I caught like a catfish on a California roll. But we're gonna use chunks of this salmon sushi right here, put it on just a little baby J hook, little golden J hook we have on here, using a 3,000 size reel, and seeing if we can catch some fish. I'll make a prediction that this is not gonna stick on the hook very well at all. This meat is super soft, but we are rigged, ready to go. Let's see if we can catch a fish here. Alright, first spot, no good, no bites. We're move locations. Wow, this thing lost so much coloration just by getting wet. Got a little culvert pipe with some running water. Running water is always good when you're fishing. Ooh, something just came out and nailed it. That was like my first actual bite. There's like a school of maybe cichlids or brim down there that finally found it, or just hammering the crap out of it right now. Come on, baby. There's the fish right there. Oh, there we go. First fish on our sushi. Little pumpkin seed, I believe. If you stop flipping around, I'll tell what it is. Yes, that is a little pumpkin seed, I believe. Pumpkin seed, stump knocker, all bunch of different types of names for these little guys right here. But we've caught a fish on sushi. That's what I'm talking about. There we go, little buddy. We're just gonna gently drop him right back in. Once I hooked that little fish right there, that little pumpkin seed, a bunch of other fish started circling around down there. So hopefully we'll be able to catch a handful of fish right here. Something's already tearing up on it. There's the fish. Oh, gosh, great release on that bluegill right there. I see a gar swimming right here. We'll see if we can lead him one. Oh, come on, buddy. I still see him. He's still circling around because I think he smells this fish. And so he's circling around trying to find it. I would love to catch a gar. Not that it's any miraculous achievement, they're just kind of hard to hook. Oh, and he just ate the heck out of it. There he is. We'll see if he stays hooked up though. There he goes. That's what I mean. They're just impossible to keep hooked up because they have just such a hard and bony mouth. There's a fish. Ooh, gosh, this thing is going nuts. What the hell? There's just a nice sized bluegill right here. That's a great bluegill. Not nearly as big as that one I caught in my little $10 challenge video, but this is a great little bluegill right here. Our biggest fish of the day is a bluegill. Kind of a little different from saltwater fishing like I normally do, but they're just beautiful fish. My releases are on point. I hate dropping fish like that. Alright, caught 3 fish from this first spot. We're gonna move on. This stuff is so soft, I'm just like trying to barely thread it onto the hook. Something's hitting it. Come on. Damn, something stole my bait. Alright, so far I've only been using salmon, but I just grabbed out some of this red, which I assume is tuna. I literally don't know anything about sushi. I don't eat it, really. So, we're gonna thread some of this little tuna on. Like, you can correct me if I'm wrong if this isn't tuna, but I can already feel that this is such a stronger, more dense meat and not so flaky almost, and it's holding together much better. So, this should work out pretty well. We're just throwing our little piece of sushi right up by the edge of this spillway here on the back side. And then once it gets there, it should start sinking down and hopefully find a nice, maybe a brim or a bowfin, cichlid. Who knows what's sitting up there. Ooh. All right, real quick, we're about to move spots here, but I'm talking about what I'm throwing. I'm using a 7-foot medium light rod, a 3,000 size Shimano Sustain, 15-pound braid, 30-pound fluorocarbon, and a little 2-aught J-hook. Now, obviously, this is way overkill. I really wish I had my 1,000 size setup with me today. So this is a little overkill for really anything we're gonna be catching. I just didn't even think about it when I grabbed my reel today. But it's working, we're getting bites. I bet if we had lighter tests, we'd probably be getting a lot more bites, but that is just how life goes sometimes. So we're gonna hit the car, drive to a new spot, and see if we can catch some more fish. Don't be a dick and leave trash out in the woods. Come here, gobblers. Come back. Damn it. Alright, so I got a little sidetracked there and just chased around 2 hen turkeys for about 30 minutes for about a mile into the woods, taking photos of them and filming them with my camera. They're cool. They weren't very shy at all. They let me get really close to them, which is always a blessing for sure. But I'm absolutely covered in thistles and hitchhikers on my pants and stuff like that. But that's the way she goes. So we're going to the next spot here. What's the meaning of this? What are you guys chomping on? Oh God, it smells so bad. Oh, there's a humongous dead hog right there. Jesus. That tastes good, buddy? God, that is rank. Finally made it to our new spot here. Drove about 30 minutes to get to a new location. And the first spot in here where I tried to stop, there's already somebody fishing there. So I've been looking around for a spot. So we're going to see if we can catch some fish. We're going to grab our bait out of the back of the truck and see if we can catch something. Oh man, who would have guessed that the sushi, after sitting in the bed of my truck for 4 hours, smells like complete ass. Alright. I'm standing over like a culvert pipe right here that's coming out. Let's see if I can even get my bait in here. Already a fish. First drop right there. Oh, it's a little largemouth bass. That's awesome. Oh. Obviously. Okay, well, he landed back in the water, thankfully. But that was literally my first cast to the new place that we just drove about 30 minutes to get to. So, I'm going to say it was a good call. Instantly scarfed that down. Oh, I see a little gar right over here. Little gar's got a piece of it. There we go, a little baby Florida gar, I believe. It's either Florida or spotted gar right here. I'm just going to release him because he's freaking out. Alright, we've got a largemouth bass, a Florida gar, spotted sunfish, and 2 bluegill. Got diversity going on for sure. We're about out of time here. I'm hoping we can catch maybe 1 more fish and we'll call it a day. Unfortunately, that is about all the time I have left today to fish. I'm going to have like a 45-minute drive home, so we're going to call it there, and I will close the video out at the house. Back at the house. You know, today was not a extremely eventful day, but it was still fun doing something different, using sushi as bait and testing if it would work or not. You know, I really didn't have much doubts about it, but you know, I knew I could catch fish on it, but I didn't know, you know, if they're going to be good, if they're going to be big fish. You just really never know with something like that. It's basically like using cut bait, but $12 for 8 pieces of cut bait. And is it an efficient way to use bait? And is it an efficient use of sushi or an efficient way to fish? Not at all. But it was still fun regardless, catching some panfish and a largemouth and a gar. I was actually very surprised about catching the largemouth bass because I just really didn't think they would hit a piece of cut bait. But you never know. But today was fun. Got to hike around, got sidetracked chasing around turkeys and looking at dead pigs and all that kind of stuff. But I'm done. I appreciate the heck out of you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, something a little different. If you did, leave a like. That helps me out. Subscribe if you have not already subscribed to my channel. I appreciate the heck out of you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Until next time.